Appearance can be key to some people, from things like getting your hair done, going to the nail salon, and maybe even getting a tattoo. One way people might try to improve their appearance is by using an indoor tanning bed facility. Today, I will be talking about the facts of tanning, who's tanning in an indoor tanning bed, the negatives, the positives, and the preventatives. There are both positives and negatives of using an indoor tanning bed, but does one choice outweigh the others? Also, the ways to protect yourself when using an indoor tanning bed facility are very important. DailyNews.com tells us that 1 in 3 white women have used a tanning bed within the last year. Also, within the last year, 35% of adults, 59% of college students, and 17 teens have also used a tanning bed within the last year. NCSL.org tells us that 41 states restrict indoor tanning for minors. This means that they must have an adult over the age of 18 come in and sign a waiver stating that they are allowed to use the tanning bed facility. Now I will begin with the negatives. The most commonly heard negative of tanning is skin cancer, of course. But the type of skin cancer I will be talking about today is melanoma. Melanoma is a tumor of the melanin, forming cells, typically a malignant tumor associated with skin cancer. LiveToLearnHealthy.org tells us that melanoma is the most commonly cancer in women ages 25 to 29. The next negative I will be discussing is pre-skin damage. When using a tanning bed for a period of time, you might start to notice skin spots and maybe even early wrinkling. LiveToLearnHealthy.org again tells us that UV rays break down the elasticity of the skin, causing premature aging, fine lines, and wrinkles. The Academy of Dermatology also tells us that studies have shown that exposure to UV radiation during indoor tanning damages the DNA of the skin cells. Now that we have discussed the negatives, we will be going to the positives. The first positive is weather. When you live in a location where the weather is bad for a period of time, using an indoor tanning facility can be very helpful. For people like us that live in Iowa, the months of December and January can get very cold, and our skin does not receive UV rays for a period of time. So, by using an indoor tanning facility, we are able to get color to our skin in these cold months. Next, it helps avoid burning. Skin that has not been in the sun for a period of time has an increased rate to burn quickly. Daily News again tells us that even one blistering burn can double the risk of developing melanoma. So by using an indoor tanning bed, you are decreasing the risk of getting a blistering burn. The last positive I will be discussing is time is monitored. Everyone's skin will tan at a different rate. Someone that is fair skinned can go at a slower rate than someone that tans very easily. Another thing is that you are able to limit the amount of time your skin is receiving UV rays. I will now move on to the preventatives, the most important part of using an indoor tanning bed facility. The first thing is choose a good salon. Make sure the salon is changing their bulbs and using the correct types of bulbs. Also, make sure they're cleaning their beds with the correct sanitizers. Make sure to listen to the operator and take their suggestions. Dry skin is something that can commonly occur when using an indoor tanning bed facility. You want to make sure you're using tinglers, bronzers, intensifiers, and moisturizers to keep your skin moisturized when using a tanning bed. The last thing, and the most important thing I will be discussing, is eyewear. UV light in the tanning bed facility can cause long-term damage to the eye when eyewear is not worn. World Biology tells us that outside of the sun, your eyebrows shield your eyes somewhat from the sun's damaging rays. But in a tanning bed, UV radiation has near direct contact to your eyes. I hope this helps everyone make an educated decision about using a tanning bed facility. Thank you all for listening.